Heyo, welcome to OmniBros on a Friday night. Oh, that means WWE something is on and I'm missing it. Okay, I'll go turn it on in a sec. I'm sure the chat is extremely interested in my WWE conversations. I'm OmniDog, joined as always by Comics Guide. How are you doing, Lou?
Hello, happy Friday.
And our esteemed guest, Chris Balga from, well, I have Geek Ultimate Alliance down in the headline.
You
but
do.
But the hot link or the link for you is Geekverse Podcast Network.
Yep.
So
I have to explain, as you said. So
yeah.
Our network that I'm a part of is Geek Ultimate Alliance. You can find that looking at all your podcatchers. My show on there, I co-host a show called Marvel Alliance on the network. But the reason it says Geekverse Podcast Network for our YouTube channel, that is our parent network. That Geekverse was the original, and they got enough of a huge following that their Spreaker, who we go through, allowed them to spin off to a new network, and so that's how Geek Ultimate Alliance was born. So if you want to see us live, go to Geekverse Podcast. If you want to just listen to the audio, Geek Ultimate Alliance.
Hey man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did something together. It wasn't this year, it was last year, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You had me talk about why Absolute Green Lantern, Hard Traveling Heroes, it's known as now, why it meant so much to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually, I think that was the first true podcast I had ever done. And we had a lot of fun. So
yeah, got deep on it, right?
Yeah, we got way deep on it. Yeah. Because I had forgotten some things about it, like the N-word is used in it. It was like, whoa, wait, what? Dennis O'Neill's writing this? But is this allowed? What's happening here?
Yeah, we didn't use that on the episode. We just mentioned it.
Right. I said I forgot that they used the N-word in there.
Yeah.
But it's the drug issues where it was being used, I guess, to lend it some type of street flavor. But I don't know. How did we get on this? Oh yeah, I was a guest on Chris's show, and so I, in an effort to get different perspective from different collectors, Lou and I have been trying to get guests on the Friday show to set it apart from Thursday manga and Monday Hall's previews and reads. And so we invited Chris to be on, and I think we're going to show off Christmas hauls. Now, I know Chris got that sweatshirt, which is a Boss sweatshirt, but that wasn't a Christmas gift. You got it yourself like about a month ago?
Yeah, I got it a month ago because our mutual friend BJ Kicks had found it at Hot Topic, and I said, "Oh, I'm a Ben Reilly fan. This is a must get." and so I think it might still be at Hot Topic, but it is not. It's not two separate things. It's one whole piece, but it's very soft, and I'm in my basement right now, so it's a little bit cooler down here. So why not wear it?
Okay. Probably the first time anybody's mentioned Hot Topic in 10 years, I would guess.
It's probably the first thing I've bought in Hot Topic, and even over that.
On this show, probably about 10 years. I don't think we've ever.
I don't even know this show's 10 years old.
We're getting there. We're getting
there. Where can I buy Spider-Man comics for discounted prices? And I think Freddie was alluding to that too. I know what else you can do on Fridays to have it. Oh, add a different flavor for collectors. I thought he was going to lure me into talking about InStockTrades.com, which is what NFL Dude was. Freddie, what were you talking about? No, InStockTrades.com. Wow. If you go on there now, they have their end of the year sale. There is tons of stuff. So, okay, it's not surprising to Lou anyway that ROM and Micronauts are like 70% off. But they have some really. I was checking it out today. Spider-Man Brand New Day, that's like 60% off. That's pretty dang cheap. 60% off. If you go to In Stock Trades, there's lots of really good stuff. Not just Omnis, but a huge chunk of Omnis for 60, 70% off. And that's you can get stuff from 32 now 60 to 70% off there. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount, which I didn't get today because I looked at my orders and the last time I ordered was the 18th, so I missed it by a day. Darn it.
That close.
I know, right?
That close.
That close. So don't forget, order within 8 days to get your 2% loyalty discount. And Monday, when we have the Omnis, that's day after the day after tomorrow. Today's Friday. Try to keep up with me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Oh, God. What day is it?
It's the Omnis, and we're giving away our free $50 gift card courtesy of InStockTrades.com. Good for $50 with the credit at InStockTrades.com. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States, which is amazing. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Yeah. Okay. When are the Omnis? Razor. Monday. Good question. Good question. Freddie, you still haven't answered that. What can I do to add a different flavor? Does it have something to do with like a bowl of cereal?
Is it ice cream?
Dupe Jeff and Ben Riley. Right. Guest packed show. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Javier. Welcome. And James is here with all Chris Balga's impressive links. Nice. Here's
Thank you,
Cage.
James.
Good to see you. Fifth of Jack. How you doing, buddy? Doc Elevator. Good to see you. Kane gets a special hello from me. Hello, Kane. I was talking to her on my Discord, and she said, looking forward to seeing you on the show tonight. And I said, I have to create the show before 6 o'clock. So good job, Kane, for reminding me there was a show tonight, and I had to create it. And so I did. Thank you, Kane. William Lee, good evening, y'all. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. Well, I did. Chris, did you?
Yep, I did. It's always good when you got kids that you just sit back and watch them get gifts, and occasionally you get some gifts.
True. Very
Right.
true.
How about you, Lou?
Oh, yeah. It was fantastic, man. Yeah, we loaded up the tree with a bunch of stuff. We did it Christmas morning. My 2-year-old, this feels like the first year, because, this will be her second Christmas. Yeah. So this feels like the first time. Last year really didn't count because, she's just, kind of a lump on the log, right? This year feels like genuinely the first year. Well, no. Hold on. No, this is her third Christmas because she was born in November.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this will be the third Christmas. This one feels like the first one where she really got to interact and enjoy it. We woke up Christmas morning and we said, "Merry Christmas," and she was like, "Ho ho ho," and she started opening up gifts. Yeah, huh?
She did say that. Ho,
Yeah,
ho,
she was ho ho
Cute.
ho. So she doesn't fully understand the concept of what Christmas is because the next morning she woke up and said "Merry Christmas" again. So she thought she was going to get more stuff or how that worked. I'm not entirely sure, but she opened up her gifts and we all had a great time. Christmas means something different when you have kids. It really does. When you're a kid, it's like, oh, what kind of gifts will I get? When you're older and you have your own kids, it's like, yeah, I want that morning. I want that special morning with my kids.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that. My kids are born in January, so it's like starting at Christmas through the middle of January, it's nothing but gift mode. So when it's over, it's just like, oh, God, thank goodness.
I am on the opposite end of it. It's November. In November, I get hit with our anniversary, my youngest's birthday, my wife's birthday, and then Christmas, all in the span of 2 months. So it hurts financially.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's always a good time.
Chris, do you have twins?
Yes, twins, boy-girl twins.
Bless your heart, man. How old are
they? 7 years old. So second grade. Yeah, so they're all into their big gift this year was new scooters. So we took them out on them yesterday, and they're now having to learn how to balance, which it's still working itself out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Scooters, nice. Let's see. I wanted to say hi to Marvel Bab, who I don't think has missed a show in 7 years of mine or OmniBros. Good to see you, Marvel Bab. Smodlock. My girlfriend got me a $100 Amazon gift card, so I got the Aquaman by Peter David Omni using cheap graphic novels as the seller, so it'll be shipped properly. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think they have their a separate third-party store through Amazon that you can get stuff through them.
Oh, smart. Very smart. That is really smart. Here's YP. Hey, I got my weekly hauls from IST. That's interesting. That that's pretty darn smart to use cheap graphic novels. Artist formerly known as Jesse Say What? What up, buddy? Here's our resident Kiwi, Samantha. How are you doing, Batmantha? Doc Elevator got X Factor for 67% off. Here's Make Havoc, whose birthday I missed. I apologize, Make Havoc. Happy birthday, like a week late. Oh, no, I was talking about your old collector show. Oh, yeah. Okay, I know. I keep bugging me about it. I will get to it. Hey, Spooey, how's it going? Oh, here he is. Harvey Picar's ghost, a.k.a. Cycle Cleveland. Hey, now. I am drunk. Just ordered I Am Legion, Cassidy's last work, and Black Hammer Library Volume 3 just now. That's a pretty good drunk order, I think.
Yeah, could do far worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have my pain pill order right here. When I opened it live on the air and forgot I'd ordered it after surgery. So that was a surprise. So good for you, Aku. Okay, then just forget about your stream for tomorrow. What? I do have a stream at 1:00 with Jessica, and we're working out. I'm trying to work it out with Chris Webhead about my collected editions show. So that's going to be. I'll try and remember to post that on my community tab, James. Brian just got my Micronauts 1 and 2 from the IST sale today, just in time to win Volume 3 from Omar tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Those are rigged. No, very fine condition.
The question is, which one is he hoping for? Which cover? Because one of them's got the Arthur Adams, and then you've got the... Oh, what was the other cover he had?
Micronauts didn't it have like 3 or 4 covers?
Yeah, it was 3 covers. The one with the Dark Knight on it. Not Batman, but I can't remember. I know one of them was Arthur Adams, though.
I could go to IST and look, but I don't want to. So I think I won't.
I know you don't want to help his channel a lot. I understand.
Yeah, whatever you win from him, you win from him. Here's Derek. Good to see you. Oh, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Still have it, so I'm happy about that. Thank you, Jesse. Very nice of you. What if she was trying to trick you into more gifts?
It wouldn't take much.
Oh.
It would not take. It was talking about my daughter. Yeah, it wouldn't take much. Honestly, I'm a sucker for my kids. So yeah,
when they're that cute at that age, and they just look at you right there. They don't talk back too much yet. Yeah, they can do whatever you want.
Yeah. They just give you that stare, and you just melt right in their hand. Especially if you have a daughter, so you know what it is. Especially if it's I would assume, I don't have a son, but I think the daughter kind of just and immediately you just go, fine.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want. Sure. Okay. We'll
Go
deal with
for it.
We'll
Well,
spoiling you later.
I do the things. What did your mother say? And that usually will get me out of a lot of things. 'Cause they,
No, I haven't pulled that card yet, but I'm waiting for it, and I know it's coming soon because she's becoming a lot more verbal now. She's 2, and goodness gracious, she getting to that point where she knows she can manipulate 1 or 2 of us with how she looks.
oh, my daughter manipulated her preschool teacher because she's my payback for being a fussy eater as a kid, and so they would have breakfast in the morning, and my daughter just wouldn't eat certain things for breakfast. Now she wouldn't go hungry; we'd have to feed her in the car and everything like that.
Mhm.
But because she wouldn't eat certain things, she somehow manipulated her teacher to feeling bad for her. So she talked to the cafeteria people to bring over certain other things so that on those particular days,
Oh, whoa.
my daughter would have something to eat. Now, we only found out about that 6 months after the fact. We said, stop that. You're being manipulated by a preschooler.
That's a sign of intelligence, man.
Oh, yeah.
Manipulation, yes, but a very good sign of intelligence.
Yep. That's my daughter.
hilarious.
I feel sorry for anyone who, when she starts dating, has to date her, and they'll
jeez.
guy or girl in tears. I said, you're in tears now. I've been dealing with this for 16, 17 years.
That's
Here,
amazing.
you cry on me, and then you can cry tears for me later.
Figure it out later.
Yeah.
I'm bummed the third Micronauts Omni doesn't have the X-Men Micronauts miniseries. It's not a thick omnibus either, so easily could have included it. That miniseries was my introduction into Micronauts. Well, I'm not the one you should complain to. Complain loudly and often to Very Fine Condition tomorrow on his show.
Yes. Email him at 1 a.m. He loves it. He loves getting messages at
And
1
saying, I thought you made this happen. Why don't I have my book?
Exactly.
Hey, he can make 30 X-Men omnibuses happen. I'm sure he could change something up.
Barnacle Blake, happy Friday. Need Batgirl recommendations. Is New 52 Batgirl any good?
Which one is that one?
Oh, I don't have it. It's over. It's the Gail Simone one. It's
Okay.
over in a pile of Gail Simone stuff. Yes, it is. It's really good. It's really fun.
I'm getting that mixed up with the Batwoman stuff, which is not bad. The Batwoman stuff is solid too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's this one.
The art is gorgeous on that book.
This one?
Oh, yeah. The
Yes.
Batwoman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big old boot on the screen.
Which so many covers they could have picked, but yeah. This is some of J.H. Williams' finest work, I think. That first story by Greg Rucka. So Batgirl comics recommendations.
Burnside.
Let's see.
Burnside. Yep.
Burnside.
That's probably the best modern stuff.
Yeah. And the New 52. Let's see. What other Batgirl have I really liked?
I love that redesign though, by the way, in the Burnside. The
Burnside one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love her costume and the redesign they do with that and the whole story of her breaking out on her own and it's such a great overall story. I mean, you could ignore everything that happened with the writer, but the story itself is really great.
Well, that was, and especially when the canceled Batgirl movie, when you saw that first image and they were using the Burnside costume on Leslie Grace. I mean, it looked awesome. I don't know what the movie would have ended up doing, but that costume was spot on.
Yeah, that was a disappointment. I would have liked to have seen it.
So those are our recommendations. Barnacle. Reading JLA Omnibus this Christmas and got the Wildcats Compendium by Jim Lee. Good for you.
Enjoy that art.
I bought my first Omni on Amazon through CGN 12 years ago. Oh, so this is not a new thing.
Good news.
Oh, wow.
That's customer loyalty.
That really is. We also need a day to bother Max for a toy show. Yeah. Kane says, for Christmas, my sister gifted me the complete Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's going to be my 2025 starting read. I'm almost finished with The Lost Metal, so I will be taking a break after.
Nice.
Do you know the Lost Metal, Lou? Is that something in who wrote that? Is that some type of Brandon Sanderson type book?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, it is. I read it this year.
Here's Beyond Comics, another Kiwi. We got the Kiwi demographic locked, man. He loves your Scarlet Spidey hoodie.
Thank you, Beyond.
Yes, it turns out it is. I'm glad that I ended up getting it.
Your favorite mistake?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so they're talking to Kane in the chat about her books. Okay, good. My Micronauts Volume 2 arrived this week as well. Excellent, Spooey. I gifted some comics this year. An uncle got Wade Sam Need Black Widow. My lady got Sheets. Her elementary age sister got Do a Power Bomb.
Oh, nice.
Going on next to Maginaut. Her brother-in-law got Astonishing X-Men Epic 1. The young nephew got wow, you really splashed out, NFL dude. Good for you.
That's awesome. You should have gotten the mother-in-law Sunstone. She would have loved it.
Or a little bit of hot paprika, you know.
The mother-in-law would love Sunstone if you have a mother-in-law. Or grandma. One of the two.
Yeah, but then you it's not even you're hoping for shock value, but then they said, "Oh, we've done that." Like, then it just goes, and then the whole gift takes a whole dark turn, and it's just like, no.
How do they come up to you and say, is there more of this?
Third-party sellers are the way to go with Amazon, just often cheaper too, as CGN was versus Amazon price. Nice. Learning things here. Oh yeah, Stephanie Brown Batgirl is great too.
Don't forget Cassandra Cain too.
Yeah, both of those are great. I'm trying to think how they're collected.
Not well.
Okay, that's what I thought. They
not well.
They were both collected. Stephanie Brown got reprinted and it sold out like really fast. That was like pandemic times or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Cassandra Cain, are there just trades for that? And they haven't done like a complete collection for that, or what have they done for that?
I don't think they've done anything outside of trades.
And those trades are for Cassandra Cain are out of print, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty I don't think they've reprinted them.
Well, I mean, it's definitely be the time. I mean, she's getting a new book. You know, they were promoting her this summer in an all new series.
For Absolute or for regular line? The Absolute line or regular line?
No, all in. So.
Which is all in?
Not Absolute. So just
that all in is
yeah.
Okay. All in's what's taken over from Dawn of DC.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone's got to have a fun brand.
Got it.
Nothing can be just DC or Marvel anymore. It's got to be all in.
Apparently, you can't call them DC Comics anymore. It's just straight DC.
Yeah, it might be. Jeez. Remember the Marvel Now era when it was Marvel Now, then Marvel Now again, or something like that? It went on for, I think it was 3 different iterations of Marvel Now at some point, and it just, they would go 5 or 6 issues and reboot books. It was crazy.
Yeah, I just still called them Marvel and said we don't need to church it up. It's Marvel.
Church it up. The Batgirl New 52 is awesome. I'd recommend it. However, I don't have the Omnibus, but I do have all 5 trade volumes of it. Okay, Gail Simone's Secret Six is better. I don't disagree with that. I'm going to give you a shocking surprise. That's going to be one of my books of the year. I love Secret Six.
I love the commentary she gives looking back at the series. That was really a nice touch putting that in the Omni. You don't get too much of that.
Right. Oh, here's another one. Batgirl Year 1. That just got re-released with Robin Year 1 and Nightwing Year 1.
Yep.
And Batgirl and Robin Batgirl Year 1 and Robin Year 1 are both really, really good. Nightwing is a little clunky to me, but still worth the reading. But Batgirl is the clear winner in that box set.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't include. Wait, what? I'm sure Omar. Third-party sellers. Wait. Let me go back just to see what somebody's referring to. Oh, okay. OmarsBoss.com. Right. Omnidog, I watched a very fine conditions video that had YouTubers say their favorite reads for 2024. I was waiting for you, and he saved you best for last. He always makes me last. I think that's his idea of humor. He always makes me last. Well, I'm glad that you didn't say you enjoyed it. Oh, he saved you best for last. Okay, you did say you enjoyed it then. Okay. Agreed. To redesign of the Burnside costume is awesome. Kind of reminds me of Yvonne Craig's Batgirl costume. Well, it's purple like hers.
Yeah.
Right. Just it. It's definitely worth it. Jess was surprised to hear you say NMC on Omar's top read video. Yeah, well, he asked me to be a guest on it. I didn't want to say very fine condition. Was that your Christmas gift to Omar? Yeah, exactly. I will be buying that X-Force Volume 1. I can't wait. Love 90s shit. Okay, cool. I read that.
You definitely get a lot of it in that X-Force. That's Rob Liefeld at its finest.
Okay, here we go. Stephanie Brown just got reprinted last month. Okay, good. Jewish Dragons, good to see you here. Here's what that kind of rings a bell. Cassandra Cain Batgirl will come out as DC Finest in 2025. That's an excellent book. Also, Barnacle Blake, you should be getting that one, and Stephanie Brown. Thank you. Yes, and you should get it, Samantha Jane. I know you already are because you're going to be buying a ton of DC Finest. We got the Nosferatu popcorn bucket for my lady's mom. She also has a Superman crest tattooed on one of her legs. Your mother-in-law does?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
right
devotion.
On. Marvel Now, all new Marvel Now, all new, all different Marvel Now again. It was all now.
Oh my God, that was so annoying. I lost track of it after a while. I'm like, okay.
All new, all different. Yeah, that was a rough one, that era.
That was the Axel Alonso stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel Now, when it first started, was actually really good, and they had a bunch of really cool stuff.
I feel like I liked all new, all different. What was rough about it?
No. It's the renumbering and the restructuring.
Yeah.
And every 6 months, they would do a whole new number one with every. I don't know what his deal was. The books wouldn't make it a year. Books would get cut about 11, 12 issues, and they wouldn't make it past that. And then they'd reboot again. And it was just annoying. And then after a while, it went, okay, we're done with the Marvel Now. Now it's all new Marvel Now. And then after that, it was all new, all different Marvel Now. And then after that, I stopped giving a shit. So I stopped reading them.
Yeah. You look at Marvel Unlimited during that era, it's pretty all over the place with volume numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. AS is here. Welcome, AS. No, I do not, Captain Underpants. That's just not my type of humor.
No scratch and sniff for you?
No. No.
That's the scratch and sniff book?
Yeah, this is too far for this guy. That is my least favorite kind of humor. So yeah, no. And I highly doubt that I will even pay attention to it. Hosts, did you read Geiger and Junkyard Joe? And if so, what did you think?
That's a no from me.
I've read like Geiger since the beginning, and really enjoyed it. I love the art, and Junkyard Joe. I look forward to when he's coming back. I think it's a very kind of sad story, but Geiger is the world building they're doing with that with Jeff Johns is and Ghost Machine is great. So it was interesting just hearing that he this was Jeff Johns. This was his idea for Creature Commandos when he was at DC, and it didn't come to fruition. So he took that idea and brought it to Ghost Machine.
I read Geiger and loved it. I just got Junkyard Joe in, I think last week. I want to read it, and this isn't in the Ghost Machine world, but Grimm. I want to read Grimm and Junkyard Joe before the end of the year, just in case they make my bump somebody off my list. Actually, my top 10 is probably going to be like a top 30, so it doesn't matter.
Junkyard's a quick read. You shouldn't have too long. You shouldn't have tough time reading it.
Okay. Wait, what's more like 144? 140. Oh, 140. Your video quality is looking 480p. More like 144. I like it. Okay. No, Lou, never mind. It looks back to normal. Okay. I love All New, All Different too. That's after Secret Wars when they time skipped. Oh, is Amalgam out this week or is that next week?
Supposedly next week, if it actually does happen.
Same with my Amalgam Omnibus. That Amalgam book, people are going to need to stretch that spine. It's very tight. Six issues, Lou. They'd cut and then renumber at 6. 12 if they lasted the entire Now era. Squirrel Girl Volume 2, number 1, had a fun joke about those Marvel renumberings on their cover. Only our second number 1 so far this year. Speaking of Freddie, thanks to Freddie, this is a Christmas gift that this is how I do pretty much all the nerdy things. Since we have Christmas hauls we're going to show up, I'll just throw this one out. I won this off of eBay for pretty darn cheap, considering it's very expensive if you're not careful. And it's the comic book archives from Dell of Peanuts.
Oh, cool.
And they're really, really top-notch fun. Charles Schultz only did a couple of covers. I don't think he did any of the interiors, but they have a whole very really interesting forward in the beginning. And one thing about this is that I forgot how really mean they are to Charlie Brown. They are really brutal to him in the late 50s, early 60s. Wow. And
Charlie,
so
Charlie never did get that football, did he?
No, he didn't. That would have been a great last strip. If the Sunday strip, if Schultz did that, but the Sunday strip published and then the next day he passed away.
There was a great TV funhouse on SNL where, you know, how the Peanuts would like wave their hands around and like magic would happen all of a sudden. Well, they did a TV funhouse on SNL where they realized that they had this power, and they said, "Wait a minute, we just wave our hands around and we could do whatever we want." Oh my god, it was crazy! It was great.
I'll have to.
It got dark real fast, but it.
I'll have to check that one out.
I don't know how long ago it was. I was bawling when I saw that. So it's great.
Oh, I'm sure I could find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's great. Alex is here. Welcome. And Redcoat is great. Fantastic, too. I've heard good things about Hyde Street. Junkyard Joe's my favorite read. Rook Exodus was my least favorite of Ghost Machine, but has great art.
Mm-hmm.
Junkyard Joe also seems like an homage to Charles Schultz.
Yeah.
Well, here's Matt.
When you read it, I could see that. That's a good thing you point out there, James. Yeah, that's not a bad poll.
Here's Matt. Good to have you here with us tonight, Matt. Grimm is amazing. It's for sure an OmniDog coded book. Nice. And this was Amalgam. Okay. And then another thing I bought myself that I gave to my wife and then promptly forgot was, here, I'll highlight myself so I can show this.
Oh, look at that.
With the Phoenix Force like right behind her. And some of the fun was taken out of it when I had to try and explain all this to my wife and daughter. I lost them after about 15 seconds.
Ooh.
Oh, you went
Yeah.
that long. Okay. At least that's pretty good, though. 15 seconds.
Have you ever tried to explain to them Cable's origin?
No. And the Cable killed himself at some point and now he's back. No, Cable would not. I have a hard time with that myself. He's
Have you tried to also explain why Cyclops is a deadbeat dad?
I feel like with Cable's origin, though, you'd be that meme of Charlie Day with like those lines of string all around behind you, and you're trying to explain the whole thing.
So I just ended up saying the bird is really cool in this, and she gets 2 head swaps, and they were like, "Oh, okay, that's cool."
NFL dudes found it. The YouTube TV Funhouse Peanuts.
Oh, he has? Oh, nice. Thanks, NFL dude. Let's see. How can I? Okay, TV Funhouse Peanuts. Awesome. Schultz thought about having Charlie kick the football in the end, but decided against it. He kind of regretted that decision later. Okay.
Kind of surprised he never had him. I mean, we've seen Family Guy did it, where Peter shows up and he beats the shit out of Peppermint Patty or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who was the one that always stripped the football away from him? Not Peppermint Patty.
Lucy.
Lucy.
He beats the hell out of Lucy, and Lucy's crying, and he goes, "Now go ahead and kick the ball, Chuck." And Chuck finally kicks the ball.
It happens on Family Guy. I don't remember that one. That's hilarious.
I'll send it to you later. Yeah, it's great.
Kick the football, Chuck. Do it.
That's a reference to the Peanuts book. Much like old licensed comics, lots of creators were never credited or kept track of, so lots of mystery who did some of those strips. They have it pretty well. They have where it appeared. There were only a few issues of Peanuts comics. They were usually in the back of Nancy, like this one's Nancy. Well, it says by Charles M. Schultz. So I don't know, maybe he did do this, but there's a whole explanation in it, which is actually really good. It's really very interesting, the whole series of it. And I I love the look on Snoopy's face here.
Oh,
He's
that's
so
a good boy.
content. About the first 2 issues of Hyde Street this morning. Looking forward to reading it. Nice.
Colossus is a dad?
Oh,
That's-
wait, what? Colossus is a cad? A dad. Have they ever addressed Colossus being a dad? I don't think they have, so he's worse. Colossus is a dad?
I don't even remember that. Is he?
Who is he a dad with? And have they addressed that? Wow, let's Derek, can you explain that?
It's not King's
he,
blood.
yeah,
It's not
apparently
King, is
he had a complex relationship in the Savage Land.
Oh. Now, she was a chick from the Savage Land, or her name was Chick?
Chick from the Savage.
I think he had a complex relationship with someone in the Savage Land, and it looks like it
Was just
resulted into a child.
Oh,
And then it was never mentioned again.
except for here.
Mm.
Chris, what are some of the things? No. Okay, woman. Okay. What are some of the things you hauled for Christmas?
Let's see. I got an updated copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Visual Guide. So it kind of tells
nice.
the history, has these lovely kind of inserts throughout the whole history. And kind of like an ultimate guide kind of Christmas, not to be outdone. You got the Batman Ultimate Guide. This is really
Nice.
cool.
What's that?
So it's like Andrew Farago, he's one of the curators at the Cartoon Museum in California. This was kind of, he did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, but this was his one he'd spent years trying to curate the whole history of Batman through all medium. And it's got these cool, like, little inserts in there, posters, stickers.
That's awesome.
I want this.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he's a real cool guy.
Yeah.
He was on my show World's Finest coming in for and in the back they've got this little more inserts in the back. Like he did a real good job with it, and it's updated to have stuff from the Batman in it as well. But when he'd come on my show like a month later, the original copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Edition, he'd found a copy of it and he was selling it, and it actually is autographed by Eastman and Laird, and they had little remarks in there, and then he said, "Hey, I also do artwork too," and he actually did some artwork in the book for myself as well. So I was like, "That's awesome."
So who do you have signed?
This is the original of the Ultimate one, but this is a signed copy.
Wow.
That he had Eastman and Laird, and then he did in here his own drawing of one of the turtles.
Oh, cool.
So
what's that Batman book called?
It's called Batman: The Definitive History of the Dark Knight.
And is there a Superman one also?
Yes, that actually was my big gift this year.
Oh, this is a rabbit hole Jess is going to go down now.
Yes.
That Batman one looked awesome.
I predict some very big packages showing up at Jess's door in the next few days.
This is what it came in, the Superman one, and I've just literally gotten a chance to open it.
It even comes with the box.
It comes with the box, yeah. And so this is on the back insert. But they did this one real nice.
How much?
Oh, slipcase too?
How much are they?
This is probably the most expensive one, from what I understand. But it was a gift, so I don't ask questions.
Gotcha.
But undo it, and it's got like almost every single version of Superman in all their different forms.
See, I know you've grown as a person, Jess, because 2017 Jess would have already put the order in. There would have already been a charge on this, and it would have gone through. That's awesome, man.
Wow.
The redstone stuff.
It also serves as, I joke with people, it also serves as home defense as well.
Yeah, totally.
Look at it, even wedding stuff in there.
Coffee table book for sure. It's beautiful.
So yeah, they did this book right. So it's gonna take me probably a good long time to read all through this, but just in time for the movie next year, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Evolution of the costumes.
Oh, wow. I got an email today from a viewer named Safar, and he said, are you going to be reviewing Superman the Definitive Edition? I'm like, no, I don't have the room for coffee table book. Now I'm looking at Batman and Superman. I'm like, yes, Safar. As a matter of fact, I'm getting Superman and Batman.
And got Kurt Busiek's book 1.
Nice. Good book.
And this just came in today from Kickstarter, The Complete Darkness Volume 3.
Oh, I need to get Volume 3. Wait, I kickstarted the first two. Why didn't I kickstart that one? That was a mistake.
Well, as you know, with all these Kickstarters, they come out and you can probably get it cheaper. Yeah, that's my Christmas haul.
Nice. I haven't plugged it in yet, but I got it for half off
Oh,
at Best Buy
love a good deal.
Big Bad Toy Store. And this is Batman on the bat signal, and the bat signal lights up.
Oh.
That's cool. That's really cool.
What?
Yeah.
Who's the artist of it?
Special 10th edition Ivan Rice.
Okay.
He's pretty decent. Yeah, it was half off. And you push the bat signal in and it lights up, so it's battery operated. I didn't have time today, but I need to do it to make sure it actually works. I got this 3 weeks ago and gave it to my wife along with Phoenix and said, please give this to me for my Christmas. This is my big gift. And she goes, okay. And I completely forgot about it. So it was nice.
You know, that way you know exactly you got what you want when you open the gift.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than sending her the link and she has to deal with it. Yeah, Matt, thank you. Matt I think I was on a show, one of my shows when we were all looking at it. There were a couple of different bat signals that we were looking at, and this one was the most affordable and super cool. Oh, and Kane beseeching me not to fall for FOMO. That Batman one though especially looked so cool.
It goes on some pretty good drops in price on Amazon. So if it's not at a price now, keep an eye on it. It goes down in price. FOMO.
Okay. Yeah, okay, Kane. I will wait to see if it comes down in price.
Yep, the forward is by Michael Keaton, preface by Danny O'Neill, introduction by Kevin Conroy. So
That's awesome.
Well, Denny O'Neill and Kevin Conroy.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Did we lose Conroy this year? Was that this year or last year?
I feel like that was last year.
Last year, yeah, it wasn't this year.
Okay, I thought it was. Okay.
Let's see. Oh, and I sent these to Gio already. These were all stocking stuffers because they were all like $8 each. And I just got them for myself because I was not going to make my wife pick out a bunch of DC animated stuff. I just ordered them, and Gio's going to help put them in order for me. Batman, Mystery of the Batwoman. That sounded good to me. Superman, Man of Tomorrow.
2022 for Kevin Conroy. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was last year or the year before. Yeah.
Okay. This sounded good to me. Batman, Bad Blood.
I actually enjoyed that movie.
A sneak peek. Oh, yeah. I did not get Justice League. Justice Society, World War II.
That's my favorite movie out of the Tomorrowverse.
Okay. Constantine, House of Mystery. And 3 DC animated shorts, which I'm really excited about. Commandy, The Losers, and Blue Beetle. Battle of the Super Sons.
That was great. That was a good movie.
Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
That was outstanding. That was a great way to end the universe. But man, it pulls no punches, that movie.
Goody. And I don't know that I talked to Gio about this, but this sounded good. Batman Soul of the Dragon. It's when he's back as Bruce Wayne training in the early days.
I'll plead the fifth on that.
Oh, you didn't like it? It's all right.
Not my tempo.
Not your tempo. I'll like it. Okay, good. Well, so that's
Nice. You got a fun afternoon planned with all those movies.
That's a lot.
I know, and I have some already, and so I showed Gio what I had and what I got. And so he's gonna organize them and send them to me, and what else I need. I did not mean to own Death in the Family, but I looked today and I do own it. I'm like, how did that happen? I don't even like the story. And he's like, and Gio's like, well, it's one you take part in, where you can vote. I don't know, maybe.
Oh yeah, it's to choose your own adventure one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah. Watch Red Hood. I'm telling you, Red Hood is for me, Red Hood is the best one.
I think part of the reason why it's so good is got Judd Winnick actually writing the screenplay for it. It's his story.
Good.
Yeah, it's really good. I agree with you. It's
I don't have that yet.
John DiMaggio plays the Joker in it, and he is really, really good as the Joker.
Mm-hmm. And that speech at the end of it when he's saying, why, I wouldn't stop to do anything.
Yeah.
This is Under the Red Hood?
Yep,
yes.
Under the Red Hood, yeah.
Yeah. It condenses a lot of the story, and it gets down to brass tacks, and it's so good.
Okay, this is good. Solar Dragon was fun. Very 70s martial arts. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. Way better than Batman Ninja, which was, bad.
Yeah,
missed
I agree
the first
with Freddie
couple
on
of
that.
DC movies. Did you get Assault on Arkham? I actually own it. It turns out. Batman Soul the Dragon is an Elseworld story. And Jim Tarley's Batman. He was the star in the TV show Grimm. Okay, I loved Grimm. David also voiced Batman in Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham. I did not get that one, and I don't own that one. Red Hood is great. Year One is great. 2, Justice League Doomsday is one of my favorites. I don't think I have that.
I think that's one. Is that the one that's based off of Tower of Babel?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Then there's like Superman Doomsday, and Gio said it's terrible. To not get it. But I think he said that this one, since it's based on Tower of Babel, that I could get it.
That first Doomsday try was, I agree, terrible. Then they did it right where they did it into 2 movies.
Yeah, and I'm kind of. I also own New Frontier, but I also own a bunch of things. They're over there, but I kind of don't want to. Whereas I really like New Frontier. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure I need to see an animated version of a book I already own and like. Do I really need to see it animated? I'm open if you can explain to me why I should.
Darwin Cook worked on that.
Yeah,
he was on the.
I already own it, so I've already given in on that one. I meant like Batman Year One and Under the Red Hood. You guys said was good and written by Judd Winnick. That's such a good book. That Under the Red Hood Deluxe that came out, I think this year.
Yep. Maybe last year.
Last year? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that and New Frontier, it's just great adaptation. Same thing with Dark Knight Returns. Solid adaptations.
That was good. Yeah, that was really good.
Who's
the voice of Batman in that?
Peter Weller, RoboCop.
Oh, that's right.
He is so good in that. As an older, grizzled Batman, he nails it.
Like
there's this great moment where he's talking to the mutant leader in the mud pit, and he gives that classic speech where he's like, "This is a executioner's table" or something. Oh my god, he delivers it awesome. He's so good as Batman.
That's one of my underrated, like one of my best Batman voice performances. Like he's only done it once.
Yeah,
but he nails it. Absolutely nails it.
Okay. Yeah, I've already. Okay, yeah, you talked me into that one.
What else can we talk Jess into, guys?
Yeah, I'm very spineless tonight when it comes to these movies and those two books you showed, Chris.
I'm predicting an order soon.
The Batman one is definitely worth it, and usually you could spend like a month just reading it. Like I've just scratched the surface within a couple of days.
Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. I have Superman, Batman, Public Enemies.
Yeah, so that's the sequel from the Michael Turner one of Superman, Batman. So that's the Supergirl.
Okay. I have Justice League Unlimited, Justice League 1, 2, and Unlimited. Then I have 3 seasons of The Brave and the Bold. Batman Beyond, Superman the animated series, Wonder Woman, which I have. All right, I'll just go get that.
You know what? Why not?
Why not?
The people want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think he's got it.
Okay, so this is what I have. I know this is terrible, but I wanted it anyway.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
But but again, your line is the scratch and sniff. You'll buy that,
Yeah.
but the line is scratch and sniff.
It's the line isn't the scratch and sniff, it's the humor. I don't find that stuff funny.
Toilet.
Which
I respect it. I respect it.
I listened to Howard Stern for 30 years, so you know that I can deal with it, but it's just not it's just not funny to me.
Yep. I respect it.
Scratch and sniff is just come on, get out of the gutter, you guys. Then I have Assault on Arkham.
That's great. Assault on Arkham is awesome. That's what that original Suicide Squad movie should have been.
Mm-hmm. Maybe one day we'll see it.
Suicide Squad. Actually, I've seen this because then I read the book. Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay.
Yeah, they did some good ones through the animated universe, where not everything tied in together, but like Hell to Pay actually had some good tie-in to what they were building towards.
Then there's Wonder Woman. I don't know why I got this. It just was just Wonder Woman.
Impulse Buy.
Sorry?
Impulse Buy.
What's not for me? And Justice League 1, 2, and Justice League Unlimited. But wait, I had that's that stack. I don't know why I got this, but I did. Choose Your Own Adventure. Constantine, City of Demons.
That is a solid movie.
I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. I really am looking forward to that. Justice League Dark.
Can we please get Matt Ryan back?
I know.
It wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much. He's great. He's great as John.
Mm-hmm.
He really is. Public Enemies.
Yeah.
Superman, Shazam, Return of Black Adam. With Jonah Hex, Green Arrow, and Spectre shorts. That's the big draw. Superman complete animated series. I didn't grab. Oh, and then the 3 Bold and the Braves. Brave and the Bolds. And I didn't grab Batman Begins and Batman the Animated Series.
So Jess is going to take a week off of his channel and then report back in after he's watched all these.
You'd think that that's what I would do.
After a while, they'll just blend into each other.
Yeah, exactly. And he's got to find a way to get the Zeta Project in there. And
Is that something to do with Adam Strange?
No, it was kind of this offshoot on a DC WB Kids, that the robot thing that I think it came into one of the DC projects.
The Zeta Project.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Lots of feelings. Harley Quinn one made me sad.
God, I just remembered this.
Yep.
Wow.
What?
What did this last? Like a season?
Yeah, it was let's see.
It was short-lived.
6th season, yeah.
Is this Zeta Project?
It came into spin-off series based on the character from Batman Beyond. So this was a spin-off series from Batman Beyond.
Wow, I forgot all about this. It lasted 2 seasons.
2 seasons.
So they don't have an animated release of that.
Not probably that you'd probably have to find it on eBay or something.
No, it's up
okay.
on the Bezos. It's up on.
All right.
It's what?
It's on Bezos.
Oh, okay. The Zeta Project?
Both seasons are on there.
Nice.
I forgot all about this.
Kane agrees. Young Justice is a great animated show. Yeah, I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Be
really
right.
enjoyed it.
Night's movie because it's an anthology. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they sold me on it. Some are good that give it better structure, but other flops I didn't like Doom the King of Gotham or Gotham by Gaslight. Oh, that's good to know.
I was not a fan of after Apocalypse War, the Tomorrowverse, the next iteration of DC Animated. I was not a fan of. Like I said, the one you got, the Justice Society in World War II. That's probably my favorite out of the entire Tomorrowverse stuff. So I'm hoping they bring some good stuff back to DC Animation, because Tomorrowverse was just not for me.
Okay. I don't have enough knowledge to know the difference yet.
Well, you've got a lot of the good stuff, so you're okay.
Good. Labruski, I will wait till Lou comes on and we will talk about that.
Well, yeah, you are missing Static Shock too, Freddie says. Yeah, he's right.
Okay. Tomorrowverse Superman was surprisingly fun for me, and yes, WW2 is the best. The rest didn't care for much.
And it for me wasn't even the animation. It's just like my problem was that they would try to tie things together, but some of the cool stuff that I wanted to see, they would just talk about it. It happened off screen. It happened in between movies, and they would just talk about it. It was like, why? Why are we talking about it? Why can't we see this? And then apparent, in my opinion, Crisis, the 3-part Crisis on Infinite Earths was terrible. I mean, you give yourself 3 movies to do Crisis, and you end up still botching it.
Okay. Justice League War. Oh yeah, I heard that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Had some good PSA, especially. Was that like don't do drugs and stuff?
Yeah. I hear they're bad for you.
Okay. Well, it's too late for me. I already did drugs. Sorry. Static Shock. And look what happened. So
you started collecting comics, you know.
Yeah. Let me move this because I know I'm going to knock it over. Comics Guide. We had a question from Labruski. Is there a Patreon hangout this month?
This Sunday, correct? We agreed this Sunday at 1:00, I believe, is when we'll have the next Patreon hangout. I just haven't posted the link. I've been super busy with life, family, Christmas, holidays.
Yeah,
it's been
really hard. I haven't even gotten out my collected editions recording. I'm gonna have to do that sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been insane. But there will be one this Sunday. I'll post the link tomorrow. I'll talk to you about it after. But it is happening Sunday at 1:00, and the link will go up tomorrow for Sunday. So be on the lookout.
And we are going to be treated to Lou reading and reviewing Scarlet Witch with me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you're reading what? Issues 1 through 12?
1 through 12 of the original series. I know that they didn't, well, they relaunched it, quote unquote, right?
They did they did 2 Scarlet Witches by Steve Orlando. Then they did Scarlet Witch Quicksilver. Yeah, peace. And now I think they've restarted it again as Scarlet Witch. So yeah, now I'm starting to feel what you guys were talking about with Marvel Now. All different, all now. It's like it's restarted 3 times already.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
I don't know why they do that. I just keep the title. Maybe they're afraid of the high number these days. I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it. I never understood it. Just the constant restarting of books and stuff like that. It's rare nowadays, right? That we get books that go past 50 issues, 60 issues, or runs that go past 50 or 60 issues.
I mean, now they at least have the legacy for those titles, like, you know, where we can actually see, okay, what really issue number is this?
Yeah. Because they tried to do that. Didn't they do away with it with DC Detective Comics for a while? Right? They removed the numbering off of Detective Comics for a while because it was it in the 800s, 900s or something like that they decided, yeah, we're just going to remove the numbering. And then they brought it back.
Yeah, because as they were probably approaching 1,000.
Something like that.
It's like Wasp and Silk. They restart it because the trades sell.
Mm-hmm.
The singles don't justify the singles maybe don't justify it until collected editions. It's so dumb. So instead of 12 issues a year, we get 6 a year as they cancel and renew. That's dumb. Comic collecting is like a drug, especially some of these prices on books.
No joke on that.
Lance here to speak up for Zeta Project. Nice. Can't stay, but wanted to drop in. Thank you for dropping in, Lance.
Oh, man.
Static did episodes about racism, drugs, homelessness, and even gun violence. Hey, if I want all that, I can just read the front page, pal.
True. It's true.
Crisis movies were entertaining, but nothing groundbreaking in terms of storytelling. It was Kevin's last role to play animated series Batman. Okay.
Yeah.
I watched the first 3 seasons of The Flash and enjoyed it a lot, but it was 22 episodes, like an hour each, and I just had to drop off. I really enjoyed it. And Green Arrow, I got enough of a taste of Green Arrow that I wanted to start watching that eventually. Through crossovers, I got a really cool feeling for Green Arrow, but there's just so much to watch. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get to it. They had a Crisis on Infinite Earths series that went through Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow and Flash and Green Arrow, and I was like, oh, I want to see that, and I still haven't got to that.
It was pretty good. I'm a big fan of Arrow.
I tried. I tried. The 24 episode season just kind of was a bit of a deterrent, which is kind of funny because we talked about it in the chat where I was like, Jesus, it's taking 3 or 4 years now to get a second season out of a TV show, and it's only 7 episodes. It's gotten kind of annoying. We just went through it this year with House of the Dragon, where House of the Dragon was, I think, 8 episodes, and about 4 episodes in, I look at my wife and I go, I have no clue who the fuck half of these people are because it's been about 4 years since the last season. And this whole season was just a giant prequel for season 3, which we'll get in about 2 years. And I'm over it. I'm going through it with Squid Games right now where it's like, 7 episodes and we waited about 3 years for this. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I enjoy when Netflix has go back to do the 3-minute review of the last season. So thank God.
Yeah. I went through that with Squid Games. I'm like, oh yeah, this kind of caught me back up. Remember, Lost used to crank out 24 episode seasons a year.
I know
every single year.
that was like the heyday of TV at that point. 24 episodes, like you had to have it. Now it's just like, no, we do half seasons, and now like you remember when summer used to be like no shows, and now you have like you have a fall season, you have a spring season, you have a winter season, you have a summer season. Every single thing has a season.
Yep. I remember that. I totally remember that. It'd be a dead zone during the summer, but you really wouldn't mind it because you're out of school, so you're hanging out with your friends and stuff like that. And then you'd come back to school and it's, we got new cartoons and stuff.
But Static did it in a fun, hopeful, and educational way, unlike the front page. Okay. Yes, I've talked my friend into watching The Penguin with me. She watched the Batman with me, and she enjoyed that. So she's going to watch Penguin with me starting in January, which is only a week away. That's what I've heard. Lou especially has been raving about it. And the chat too, really.
Yeah.
The Penguin's my favorite show this year. I love The Penguin. It's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely both should get some big award buzz.
Oh,
They
absolutely.
absolutely deserve it.
Christian
Milioti deserves all the praise.
Is that's the woman, right?
From How I Met Your Mother. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I would fight Batman for that woman. That woman. Oh my God.
I don't think you need to fight Batman for that. I think she'd fight her own battle.
Oh my God, dude.
I look forward to when Jess gets to episode 4 and see what happens.
Okay. I'm intrigued now.
That is just the right kind of crazy that years ago would have been all over. Yes, please ruin my whole life. Go ahead.
Well, there was someone in the show that really wanted that, so
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
Arrow seasons 1 through 3 were pretty good. I can see myself watching 1 through 3 of that. I got through 3 seasons of Flash. I could do that. And I want to see Superman and Lois. I saw that first episode back when it came out, and I really dug it. So
Great.
yeah, solid show. When the last season just it was a perfect ending. Absolutely perfect ending for that show.
I saw the ending. I saw how it ends, and I'm like, wow. Even without the context of it to me, they stuck the landing on that. Even without a lot of the context, man, great. If you got to end a Superman show, that's a great way to end the Superman show.
Yeah.
True Graphic from the Great White North. Hey guys, how was your Christmas? Mine was awesome. Want to know what I got for Christmas this year? Yes, we do.
Sure, man.
You better believe it, Great White North. My friend from the Great White North. That's how I felt with Arcane season 2. I didn't remember anything. I watched it all in one straight thing. So that's my show of the year.
All right, how many episodes do I have to get in? I watched one episode and it didn't hook me. Do I have to go a bit longer before it's supposed to hook me, Jess?
Yeah.
I'm like you. I don't play League of Legends, so I have no connection to it.
Right. Yeah. No, I had no connection to it. I feel like maybe by episode 3, I felt like episode 3 was what really hooked me. And I say hooked me, but I didn't watch it for like another week. And then I just started consuming it all the way till the end of season 2. Yeah, because there's consequences in this movie. In this TV show, there's real consequences to people you. I don't want to give too much away, but there are real lasting consequences that happen.
Okay.
Which makes for a pretty emotional. It makes for a very emotional watch, I thought.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it. I'll tell you what a big surprise for me this year was, TV show wise, Netflix Terminator 0. That blew me away.
I saw the first 2 episodes. That was so good. I need to finish it.
I'm not a huge anime fan, but man, they brought a whole new kind of twist to the Terminator franchise with that. I want more of that.
They finally moved away from the damn John Connor story.
If only Star Wars can move away from Skywalkers.
Oh my god! I only saw the first 2 episodes, so I don't know if they kind of circle around back to it. But they finally moved away from the damn story.
I can, without any kind of spoilers, the Connors make nothing about it, and
thank God
there is a big twist in it, and they delve really into what time travel is in the Terminator verse.
Cool.
So highly recommend it. Very gory, so don't watch with your kids.
Oh,
okay. First few seasons of Green Arrow were good, but it dipped once they started bringing in the other heroes. That's probably what I'm going to like, is bringing in other heroes, because didn't Matt Ryan's Constantine show up in League of World of Tomorrow, League of Tomorrow, whatever it is?
He was in Legends of Tomorrow. He did come into Arrow.
Okay. Oh,
I can't remember. I want to say it came into Arrow first.
Okay, I want to see that. Plus the whole Felicity thing. Was
he
she the girl with the glasses, the blonde with the glasses?
Yeah. Yep.
He keeps popping up and stuff. I mean, just cast him. Come on. If you're gonna do, eventually when we get a Hellblazer show or whatever Hellblazer movie or whatever, just give it to him. Honestly,
everyone will be happy.
That show had so much potential. It was so good. I loved that TV show. It was a mistake that it was on NBC. It should have been on the CW. It'd be in its 8th season now.
Yeah, that's true. I would have crossed over with Supernatural at this point.
You would have easily.
That would have.
How many seasons was Supernatural? Like 17?
15, 17 seasons, something like that.
I'm glad I didn't go down that rabbit hole.
I watched the first 2 seasons. I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. And then the next thing I know, there's 15 seasons, and I'm saying, no, I'm not going back to catch up on this.
You only need to watch the first 5, because Brian Kripke, Kripke, his name is Kripke. He was the showrunner for the first 5 seasons, and there was a very clear plan for those first 5 seasons where the end result is they literally beat the devil, and that is really good. They beat him in season 4, and season 5 is kind of an epilogue to that, and then they just kept going and ran that thing into the ground.
Okay, I like that better. That I only have to watch 5 seasons and not 17.
I might agree with James. Shogun. I would say the most original piece of TV this year was Shogun. Penguin's, mob and everything like that. It's not breaking any new ground, but Shogun was beautifully filmed.
I need to watch it. It's on my to-watch list.
That one, the good thing is, like, that's one I can't do anything because most of it's in, you got to have, the closed captioning on it, everything like that, and watch, because that most of it is in the dialect. So
that's us to go to bed now. We'll be listening to this on the way to at work in a few hours. Good night, and thanks for tuning in, Lance. Appreciate it.
Night, brother.
I'm glad, Cato. I'm glad they have migrated away from 24 episode seasons. It causes far too much filler. Although I would take 24 episode 10 seasons of Constantine with Matt Ryan. I loved first Squid Game. To me, I don't need any more Squid Game. I'm all set. It was great. I loved it. Omnicat got me into it. She was right. We had how great it was. We had a whole conversation on the air about it. But I don't know, man. It was perfection. I don't want to see every loose end was tied up and questions were left unanswered, and I'm better off. I don't want to know any answers.
First season of the new episode is good.
All right, fine. You twisted his arm.
First new episode of the second season is good. There we go. I watched it last night. The first
no, don't.
It's really good.
Stop.
It's really good.
Stop. I'm saving all my love for the second season of Wednesday. That's what I'm doing.
Oh God.
You just got overhyped on it.
I hated that show.
You didn't even watch much of it.
I watched the first 2 episodos, and I sat here and just went, "Oh God."
It was so good. Come on. Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh, right. Batman 2 got delayed a whole year. Wow. 2027. Matt likes that you said that. That was funny. I worked with Kristen in the resort. She's cool. Freddie's sound engineer.
Oh,
cool,
nice.
man.
That's really cool.
She was a great actress, had an amazing range. Even Penguin's mom was acted well.
That ending shot of Penguin is haunting. It is really, really creepy what that implies, how that story ends.
I don't think it's implying anything. I think it's pretty much sad.
It's very creepy. I went, okay.
Fallout was probably my favorite show this year. Last of Us was 2023. I think so, yeah. I normally wait until a whole season is close to its end before watching, so my brain doesn't forget details. That's what happened with Jessica. She had to rewatch Arcane. I didn't even know about it until season 2 was already done. Mm-hmm. So I was able to watch the whole thing. But yeah, if I had watched season 1 and then waited a year or whatever until season 2 came out, I see what Kane's saying there. I definitely would have forgotten all about what was going on.
And that's why, I know I'm preaching to the choir that I love collected editions. Mm-hmm. Like I'll read weeklies at that point, but I'll end up rereading it once it's collected again just to make sure I understood everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hickman is very much that guy, right? Hickman reads much better in collected editions than in singles.
Wait, where's True Graphic telling us what she got? Where are you, True? Oh, okay. There you are. Okay, I'll get to you in just a sec, True Graphic. Stargirl was great. Almost finished Superman and Lois. Before I go, I will say Superman and Lois had a fantastic finale. One of the best I may have seen for any TV show. Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the top, superhero finales, I would say.
I need to see Doom Patrol. I own the first season of Doom Patrol and the Swamp only season of Swamp Thing.
So good.
We should have gotten more.
Darn my state for screwing him over on stuff.
Yep.
Your state. Okay, here's James. I would say Arcane by episode 4, especially 1 through 3 is like a mini movie. Yeah, I agree with what James is saying. Yeah. Get through 4.
I'll keep going through it. Now that I'm feeling better, I can actually watch things and not fall asleep because I'm tired and sick. So.
Right. Oh, okay. So is Doom Patrol over with now?
Doom Patrol
4 seasons?
Done. Yeah, I want to say 4 seasons. 3 or 4.
Tyler Hoechlin and Bitsy Tulak are my favorite Superman and Lois thus far, although that may change with David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan.
But here's the thing, Lance. You can like them both.
Yeah.
It's okay. They both bring different things to the table. I mean,
also, Bitsy Tulak is awesome and grim. I love that.
Yeah, I every time I watch it, it's like, oh yeah, she wasn't grim.
Yeah, and they do stuff with her that's really excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I love that show. So did my daughter. I think my daughter's seen it 3 more times. I only saw it once. So my daughter, of course, is a millennial, so she sees everything 5 times. The ending of The Curse from early this year is one of the greatest finale episodes of all time, no doubt about it. Where would I find The Curse, Harvey? I feel like you've talked about it before. It may be on my list of things to watch. Okay, now we see what True Graphic got for Christmas. I got We Called Them Giants by Kieran Gillen, Absolute Swamp Thing by Len Wein. Strange Case of Harleen and Harley by Melissa Barr. That's awesome. And Jason Aaron's Scalped, Omnibus Volume 1. Wow. Those are all good books. I haven't read We Called Them Giants, but I think I've heard good things about it. I've read everything else. That's a good Christmas.
Yeah. You got a good stack.
Yeah. let me know what you think about We Called Them Giants, True Graphic, because I don't know that I've heard. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know that I've heard anything from anybody about it. But it is Kieran Gillen, and I like his writing a lot. Dan the Dan, this sounds like anime, was a top show for me this year. I was also surprised with Fallout. How my doubts until I finished episode 1. Shogun, I think, might be better than The Penguin. I'm with you, James. I'll show you how old I am. The original Shogun was on when I was in college, and I watched it in college. That's right. OmniDog is the oldest comics fan on YouTube. I'm leaning into it. I totally would believe this. Is this true? Is this actually true?
I've never watched the show, so
Yeah, I did. I did. No, it's true. They did do a crossover with Scooby-Doo.
Wow. Okay.
They animated it just like an old school Scooby-Doo episode too. It's great.
Wow.
That's
Hats off to them.
They got a lot of the newer cast to do the voices and stuff like that, and it's a really fun, solid episode.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But to your point, when you got a series that's got 17 seasons, I'm just be like, sorry, that's a hard no. It's just no. Dude, well, I've got other things that are to be shorter and higher priority.
I think they did a musical episode at one point. I think after a while, after a while, you get to so many seasons and so many episodes, you do musicals. You do a musical episode. Grey's Anatomy did a musical episode. It was actually a really good episode.
I want to say Buffy is one of the ones that originated that whole kind of trend.
Oh, really? I know Riverdale had that. What does Freddie just sent me?
Such a weird show because didn't Riverdale start out as like a mystery who did it, and it ended up in like a multiverse thing?
Yeah,
with like a bunch of weird stuff happening.
Yeah, because then it spun off into like you got Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She had that for a season or two. I want to say they were considering the Hardy Boys too.
The Hardy Boys. I really liked it a lot, except that every single parent was corrupt. Like all the parents are corrupt, except for Archie's dad, and poor guy in real life dies, and so now what's happening with Archie's dad? He was the only one that wasn't corrupt. Everybody else was a jerk.
And that's why he died. No, I'm just kidding. That's awful.
The only good guy died.
Is Jughead in that?
Yeah.
Really good. All the main players are in it, just in ways you don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Unapologetically love what was it, Archie versus Predator. I love that comic.
Oh, what's not to love? Come on. Jeez.
Yeah, what's Tokyo Vice? I remember I heard about this too. Is that an anime?
No, it's a show on Max, but I don't think too many people watch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh wow, Hardy Boys did get a series on Hulu, 3 seasons. Wow, okay.
Hardy Boys?
Okay.
Next thing you know, the Boxcar Children will get 4 seasons.
Oh, that's dating back. Wow, I remember that. Wow.
Wow. That was from my childhood.
Babysitters Club 2, why not? Let's get the whole. Let's
go,
do it all.
Let's go.
What a pull on that Boxcar Children.
Boxcar
Let's
Kids.
go
Wow.
Grimdark with this shit, man.
What a pull on that one.
One of the kids has tuberculosis. Let's figure out which one it is.
Shoot, I can't even spell that.
Now we were a 24 family. We watched 24 religiously.
Even those down seasons, man. I was there every Tuesday or Monday whenever they were airing.
24 was the mid 2000s version of Yellowstone. That's what it was. The show your dad would watch because he's like, man, this is the manliest show we could watch.
Yeah,
I just liked it because no one was safe.
That's true.
Patty was the one that got me into it. She was like, you need to watch 24 with me. And I'm like, what? Keith versus Sutherland, what's it? She goes, it's 24 hours in a day and nobody's safe. And I go, okay, I'll watch it with you. And so we watched the whole thing and it was awesome.
Except for Jack Bauer, he's invincible.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's the star of the show, but he's standing around a big, huge cast of dead bodies.
Didn't
true.
they need to reshoot part of the pilot or something like that? Because I think the original pilot had somebody taking over a plane and then jumping out of it, and the plane crashed, and that was around 9/11.
It did premiere like around like post 9/11, so it wouldn't surprise me because I think one of the original the original tagline, because I remember seeing posters around like saying like you'll never believe what can happen in a day. So yeah, I think it was supposed to come out that fall, and I think they delayed it because of 9/11.
Yeah.
Okay. Wednesday and Stranger Things in 2025. Oh boy.
I want to say it's coming back to 24, or they're trying to reboot it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I want to say it's, yeah.
They're doing a split season. The last season is a split season. They've announced it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're doing that bullshit because they want people to come back to Netflix, and yeah, so they're doing a split. They're filming it all at once. It's all going to be done, but they want to do a split season.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Stranger Things.
Oh no, I'm talking 24.
Oh, I was talking about Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe I wasn't sure what you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished season 3 of Stranger Things. Omnicat's going to be all up in my grill if I don't finish that. And
I gave up during season 2. I feel like I'm better for it.
Season 2 was okay, but then I stopped at season 3, but then I saw clips from season 4, and I was like, whoa, that's intense. I've got to try to finish. But then
I predict a Netflix price hike around the time that season drops. I'll even go as far as saying I predict they're going to change the whole model where it's going to be tiered. You want to watch I guarantee you that's coming in the next year or two.
Yeah.
Where
Stranger Things? You mean they're going to
for Netflix in general? It's going to be a tiered system. They're already starting to do some of it where you pay a little more, you get to watch your favorite shows the day that they come out, and if you don't pay that premium, you got to wait about a month or two.
Remember when we all were saying, you know what, we're going to cut cable and we're going to do all this, and then we're just getting cable in a new way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine waiting a month. I still haven't finished.
You might be better off. That way you can play catch up with all the other stuff.
Yeah, there's about half the Marvel DC Plus. I'm sorry, half the Disney Plus Marvel shows that I haven't even started.
Kane, yes, it is tiered, but I can still watch Stranger Things with the ads and everything like that. What I'm talking about is their original stuff, where they will tier that stuff off even more, and you got to pay a premium to watch that stuff.
It's kind of like what the movie theaters are doing now that they're price hiking, like for certain particular movies are priced higher the first weekend than others.
Yep. Remember when they tried to almost what was it, flexible pricing with food at Wendy's or something like that? Wasn't that the thing that they toyed around with?
Yeah.
Oh, was that Wendy's that did that? I remember I remember you predicted destruction and anarchy and chaos and everything. What was that they did?
I think it was Wendy's. I mean, geez, the news changes so much. I think it was Wendy's that they were looking at doing flexible pricing, which is you could show up to Wendy's during a peak period, let's say 12 o'clock, yeah, and you'd have to pay like $1 or $2 extra more for a cheeseburger than you would when it's dead, or something like that.
Yeah, because people
immediately people went, no, the fuck, we are not. And they turned that idea around real quick.
That's right. I do remember that.
You just wonder in boardrooms when they discuss these kind of tactics, saying, which one of you signed off on this and thought that the public was going to be, yeah, this is going to be great. Yeah, because people want to pay more money for their cheap food.
Right.
It's getting so egregious. Everything is getting subscriptions now, and it's just getting
I
ridiculous.
mean, this is the subscription tier I never saw coming that I'm actually a part of now. Disney Plus and HBO and Hulu all in one package. I was like, and it ended up when I did the math, I said, yeah, this is actually going to save me money.
Yeah.
Never would have thought I'd be subscribing to Disney Plus and HBO in the same bundle.
I know. I do the same exact thing.
We got Disney Plus
Create
and
a whole
Hulu.
new email account for it.
Yeah,
That's
we did
where
the same thing.
OmniDogs 3 comes out. No, I'm
We
kidding.
did the same thing. Disney Plus and Hulu, and we get HBO through my AT&T.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Creature Commandos. Now I saw the first two and I really liked it. Not for a kid. That's true.
Yeah.
So much fun. Oh my
I
god.
do need to pick that back up. I like the first two a lot.
GI Robot is so great. I
Yeah.
love GI Robot. Oh my god.
That's something a Nazi would say.
Okay. Yeah, I know you loved her in Poor Things, Harvey.
I still got to watch Poor Things.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can. Nothing against Peter. I love the guy, but I'm also not 100% sold on Crisis and some of his opinions. He's entitled to his opinions, but I'm not. I don't vibe with him on a lot of things he hates and things he loves. I think I vibe with him on those things he hates. I just put up my hands and go, "What?"
Yeah,
How can you hate that?
I am a lot of times surprised. I mean, not as much surprised anymore now that I kind of understand. but yeah, I'm with you. It's just like, wow, I would have never have
Right.
heard someone that hates this.
Right. And his hot takes are like so hot and crisp, and he is so funny about them that I can't really argue with him. I like try and I just go, I'm not going to argue with Crisis. Who wins in that? Nobody, not me. Shogun has been my favorite. I love the first episode much. I wish listed the book. I was a young kid when it was on TV. Okay. I was 20 years old when it was on TV. Might have been 21 years old.
I was in high school. Senior in high school when 24 came out.
Oh, well, I was talking about that. We were talking about the original Shogun.
Oh, the original Shogun. Oh, that one, yeah.
With Richard Chamberlain.
Richard Chamberlain was in the original Shogun?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't tell you anything else about it. It was college. You know, things happened. I think the curse is on Hulu, maybe. I have Paramount Plus specifically so I can watch a ton of Star Trek. I haven't watched Star Trek in 3 years. I've had Paramount Plus just so I can watch Star Trek.
Oh, Strange New World is so good.
Strange New World, I tell you what.
Oh.
Go Picard, that final season of Picard. Oh my God. That is like the next generation, this like farewell.
And then they have a movie coming out.
Yeah, Section 31.
What was it? 30. The first season of Picard's a little rough, right? But then they got a new show.
I didn't think the first season was. I thought second season was a little rough.
Okay.
But I like I said, I'm a next generation geek, so
am I.
Yeah. I can highly recommend Lower Decks. That just wrapped up this year.
Is that the animated one?
The animated comedy. They pull no punches on that show when they're making fun of it, and all the callbacks to anything Trek.
Oh,
nothing. And there is a crossover that they do with Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got some good stuff ahead of you, Jess.
You will love Strange New World. I'm telling you, it's great. It's so much fun.
Yep.
I still have to finish Discovery.
When is that coming back? When is that coming back next year?
I don't know, but it's sometime next year. I have the first 2 seasons. That's how I watched it. I watched the first 2 seasons on disc. I can't wait. I love the show.
Anson Mount does a great job.
He is so good as Pike. Oh my God, dude. And he plays a Pike that he knows his time is limited and he's kind of accepted it, but he's still trying to be what his future looks like.
And number 1 as Rebecca Romaine. That's
Oh, the cast is so good.
They do. Yeah, it's one of those things that people what they even talk about with Star Wars too. Is like, man, Trek and Star Wars has found new life in the sense of, just episodic. And well, I remind people, it's like, well, guess what? Trek was episodic.
Yeah.
That's how it kind of started. Then when people say, I want politics to stay out of Star Trek, I was like, okay, then you're not a fan of Star Trek. I think Gene Roddenberry would have words to say with you about.
Yeah, you did not see the original one then ever.
Keep the wokeness out of Star Trek.
Ooh.
A lot of those letters are in Gene Roddenberry's name.
Go back and watch those original episodes.
Yeah.
And it was not subtle.
How long was Shatner before he got fat on the show? Shatner kept the weight down for a bit, right? And then
he was for the whole show.
Yeah,
it wasn't until the movies that he had to start wearing a girdle, I think.
Yeah, he was a little svelte.
I want to say it really came, watching Wrath of Khan. I think that's when he started putting on the weight. Because even in the motion picture, he was still kind of thin.
Yeah.
So I only watch the motion picture. The director's got a motion picture every once in a while, but not because I enjoy it.
You've seen They Might Be Giants. Okay. I do need to read what I read Boxcar Children too. I would totally read it. Also, Encyclopedia Brown. I would totally watch a series of him.
Lou's going to make this happen. He's going to make the Boxcar Kids come into fruition.
Oh my god! I want a grimdark version of the Boxcar Children. Zack Snyder directs it. It'll
There
be
you
all
go.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, it's all washed out of color, and it's all about set during the Prohibition era or the Dust Bowl or something like that. And then it turns into one of them being a cannibal at the end of the series. There you go. I just pitched you a reboot of the Boxcar.
I think he just had a crossover with Boxcar Kids and Lord of the Flies.
The Boxcar of the Flies.
No, it's got to be. No, let's screw this. This is too good for Hulu. Let's make it into a movie produced by A24.
Oh
and
my
Blumhouse.
god,
A24 Blumhouse. There we go. We get a nice combo there.
There is something about that stupid A24 logo that as soon as it comes up, I'm a whore for it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch it because it's A24.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah.
Yep.
The movie about the lady that gave birth to a lamb human hybrid. Sure. Yeah. Fine. Let's watch
Let's go with it. You got my $12. There we go.
All right. We're good. I'm in. I'm there day one.
That's why when it came on HBO, I said, wait a minute, we got to deal with A24? Oh, now I'm in trouble.
Oh, Jesus. A24.
The Curse has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Christopher Nolan said it was incredible, compared it to Twin Peaks and The Prisoner, and was stumped on how they filmed the finale episode. Wow.
You can watch it.
You have piqued my interest, but I also have 25 other things I need to see first. Tokyo Vice is an HBO show produced by Michael Mann, based on a true show of an American journalist in Japan investigating the Yakuza.
I don't anticipate good things happening for that journalist.
No.
I say some rough times are in that journalist's future.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things season 4 was worth everything. Okay, I know. I saw a clip and I was just like, it sold me on all of season 4. I've just got to get through season 3.
Season 4 is good. Season 4 is very good. Season 1 is great. Season 2.
I love both season 1 and 2, but then, man, I hit a wall in season 3.
Season 2 is my wall. Season 2, I thought was
terrible. That's why I said I gave up after season 2, and people say, "Gotta give it another chance. You're like a geek in the '80s. You're like from that time." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I lived it. I'm cool."
Yeah.
I get it. I don't need to relive it.
Season 2 is rough. Season 3 picks back up. Season 4 is probably the best season. They really nailed season 4.
Doc, is into these HBO shows people don't watch, like Tokyo Vice and Perry Mason. The latter was one of my favorite shows nobody ever talked about. I don't think I knew they redid Perry Mason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
God, Reese. That's the actor from The Americans is Perry Mason.
Heard it's good. Heard it's really
Yeah.
good. I'm looking forward to Zack Snyder's Columbo. That's gonna be great.
But who are you gonna get to play Peter Falk? I mean,
Dana Carvey.
no, it can't be a joke. I don't know who I would cast as that.
You gotta play it serious.
Who's as rumpled as Peter Falk, though? I mean, like, he was rumpled just in general.
Oh, ma'am, what are we gonna do here?
One more thing. Yeah, I don't know who's. It's gonna have to be somebody that's just generally rumpled, because that was the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like pulling a ham sandwich out of his coat and stuff. Chris, Bunk is here. Chris looking dapper as heck in that Ben Riley sweatshirt. Merry Christmas to all the Omnibros out there. Peace and love, Bunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know much about Scarlet Spider, but I know about clothes, and I want that sweatshirt.
Hot topic.
Yeah. I don't even know where Hot Topic is.
Well, I didn't go to a Hot Topic. I ordered online. That's your...
My man.
Come on, Jess.
I'm so stuck in the 70s, man. Food's delivered here.
You're the one who says, if I don't have to go out of my house, I won't.
As a millennial, and I have a 13-year-old daughter, I've had to walk into Hot Topic in the past year, and I get the weirdest looks from all the people that work there. And I'm like, dude, I used to shop here. Okay. I knew about this place when y'all were still in diapers.
And you know how I blew some people's minds and made them really start second guessing themselves? Is you guys do know who owns the store, right? Who? The same people who own Abercrombie and Fitch. They decide to buy Hot Topic.
I didn't know that.
Yep. I don't know if they still do, but when Hot Topic was becoming a bigger thing, Abercrombie and Fitch bought them at that point. I was like, why not? The people who make fun of Abercrombie, why not buy Hot Topic as a cruel joke?
That's a cruel joke.
Well, Hot Topic isn't even Hot Topic anymore.
No,
right?
it's not.
It's not. They just sell tchotchkes now and shirts. Yeah, and Funkos and stuff like that. It's not what it was. I mean, it's always been a thing, I think, where they adapt with the times, right? Because it was used to be post-hardcore and like those bands that came out during that time. And now it's whatever's popular.
Oh, that's not a bad thing. Honda Lawrence and Mark Maron as Columbo. That's not bad.
That is good.
That's good casting.
That's actually
I know who
that would work.
That's really good.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if you are tempted by it, Jess, sign up for their email. I usually just unsubscribe very quickly, but I got a coupon that I used to get like $10 or $15 off of this. So it was a lot.
That's the sweatshirt you were wearing?
Yeah, the sweatshirt, yeah. I don't know if they're still running that.
Did they have any other Boss sweatshirts like that, or was that the bossest thing they had?
I didn't want to spend too much time just like in the store. I just got in and got out.
I saw it, I liked it, I got out.
There we go. I don't mess around. I go in with a purpose.
I get it. Totally.
I am the definition of a man on a you give me a list, I get what's on the list. I don't go off of it. Unless I'm going comic book shopping, and then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Oh, Weasel. Okay.
Yeah,
I can't watch Creature Commandos because someone in the cast was mega racist to me and my team.
Oh
no, Freddie.
Spill the tea. Message me this story. I won't tell anybody, but I need to know
same
it.
thing to me, Freddie. I'm
Spill
I'm sorry.
the tea. Wow.
Well, look at the cast.
Not just racist, mega racist.
Let's see who's on the cast here. Okay, so
you can cross-reference it with things that were filmed in Puerto Rico because that's where he does his sound.
I'm gonna take a shot. It wasn't Alan Tudyk. I can't see Alan Tudyk being racist.
No.
He'll
That
put
was
his
the
foot. He'll
pilot.
put his foot in his mouth, but I don't know if he'd be intentionally.
Was
like
he the
that.
pilot in Serenity?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
He was. Yeah, he was Wash.
Yeah.
David Harbour? Nah, I don't see it.
Why do I want to think Frank Grillo?
I could see that. I could see either Frank Grillo or maybe Michael Rooker even. But that's because he played a racist in Walking Dead. I'm going to go with Frank Grillo. I could see Frank Grillo.
Freddie's still waiting for the text. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I know. I need, and you know what else? I still haven't finished Legion from 6 years ago. I got through half of season 3, and then I don't know. I poured a bowl of cereal and forgot about it or something. I can't. Somehow I fell off the Legion. I know what's happening. I could pick Legion right back up. I think it's on Hulu, right?
Yeah, because it was FX, so yeah, it's probably on Hulu.
I really did like that show a while ago. Section 31 is that was gonna be a show. It's a spinoff of Discovery.
Yeah, it was gonna be a show. Now it's a movie on Paramount. It's not out yet, but it's supposed to be out next year.
Okay.
That's taken a long time for it to come out, but I'm glad it is finally.
I do love Discovery. That was so good. Next Gen fan, yeah, I want to see Picard. Next Imaginaut and Harvey are having their own completely separate discussion. Utterly, which is fine. I mean, you guys talk about what you want to talk about. Star Trek is doing better than Star Wars right now. In Creature Commandos, is G.I. Joe Bot Junkyard Joe and the glowing guy Geiger?
That's yes. I mean,
which one of you did you say that, Chris? Is this
because that's what Jeff Johns had said. Like he had an idea for what Creature Commandos could be like in the comics at that point, and he just took that and brought it in. So yes, G.I. Robot is Junkyard Joe and Geiger, Dr. Phosphorus. I mean, but people say, oh, they're copying each other. Everyone borrows and uses different things. I mean, let's just get over ourselves, you know?
Okay.
Greg Land still has a career, you know?
Oh, you just shot an arrow right in my heart. There are so many talented people out there that are just slaving away.
I know.
Doing amazing work. And then there's Greg Land.
Yep.
Let's see. This is just a few minutes ago. Are we talking about Stranger Things here? That third season, 11 at night, I was going to watch just a little. And then it started to get light out. I decided maybe I should get some sleep.
Been there. There was a period in my life where it was in high school. I'd stay up watching Toonami, which was the thing that they'd have on Cartoon Network. And it would be 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'd hear birds out my window going, "Oh, I fucked up. It's 5 in the morning. I should probably try to get a little bit of sleep before I have to go to school in an hour."
Well, Harvey's taking an aside out of his talk with Next Imaginaut to ask you what you thought of Beau is Afraid.
I haven't seen it. I never got a chance to see it. I love Joaquin Phoenix. It was on my list to watch it, but I never got around to it.
Michael Cera. He does have that kind of affected delivery. We're going to make it a real thing. Tony Shalhoub can play Columbo.
Mark Ruffalo.
I mean,
Ruffalo.
I mean, that's what kind of like Monk was, just in a sense of a different, you know, in a different way. So yeah, it could, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Wait, what was the YouTube thing that NFL dude posted, Chris?
The TV Funhouse Peanuts.
Peanuts. Okay, right. Thank you.
You know, Poker Face is actually kind of a good Columbo. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's actually really good.
Oh,
Say that again?
what is that on Paramount?
I think Peacock.
Peacock. I have that because Kelly has it because she was watching English soccer. And I said, "Oh, we have to keep it long enough so that I can watch that show that what's her name's on." Yeah, that's supposed to be really, really good.
It's great. It's Ryan Johnson's show, and it's
okay.
it's really, really good. There's a murder mystery every week. That's basically it's an old school type show where there's an overarching through line of a story, but it's about a character she's able to literally tell when somebody is lying to her. She just has that ability. And she gets into situations every single episode where there's a murder or something shady is going on, and she goes and she solves it. It's a fun show.
Natasha Lyons or Leon, whatever.
Leon, something like
Leon, yeah. I remember seeing her in Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah. And I believe, she's in Fantastic Four First Steps, but they haven't said what her role is.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mole Man. Hey, I'm just excited. I'm finally getting Red Ghost in Fantastic Four. Thank you, God. You heard my prayers. I've been saying this for
You
years.
have been. Yeah, you have been.
Give me goddamn Red Ghost. Now, I haven't heard about Super Chimps yet. And if I don't get Super Chimps, I'm going to be extremely disappointed because you half-assed me on it. And I don't want, I want full communist on the moon with Super Chimps Red Ghost.
With the boxcar kids in the background.
Oh my God, yes.
The boxcar kids. Freddie, I'm still waiting for that text. People are guessing. Now, what have I seen this person in? Frank Grillo.
He was Crossbones in some of the Marvel movies.
Dude works. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh, you're not going to do it. I'll just tell you they have grievances piling up with SAG over racism. Come on, Freddie. Are we friends or not? You've got my phone number. You text me. Let's go.
Now watch it be one of the female cast members, and we're all like, "Oh, it's got to be the man."
Yeah, that'd be Ooh. It's Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
No, Dolly would never do that to me.
No.
Dolly
she gets kids to read, for crying out loud.
Dolly is the closest thing we have to a national treasure these days. Okay,
Yeah.
Closest thing, she is a national treasure.
Yeah,
she is I love Dolly Parton. I love the fact that people tried to come at her on X a few years ago, and the entirety of the internet rallied behind her and buried the person that went after Dolly Parton.
And she's the definition of true Southern. Oh, bless your heart. You think you're going to offend me?
Yeah, 100%. You can sign up to a subscription service where they send you free books to your kids.
We did that. We did that for our kids. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, it's like not everyone gets the same books. Like, it's based on region. So if you're in a certain region, you'll get different books for your kids. It's great.
Yeah, I live in Florida. I'm just happy we get books in the state.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Good night, Cage. Thanks for tuning in. I have about 5 more minutes left in me, I think. Poker Face is on Peacock, and so is The Resort. If y'all want more Kristen, I only did an episode of that, LOL.
Well, I'll have to look for your name in the credits because I've never seen The Resort. I'll have to check that out. I'm glad she was good to you. Unlike some people who were named unnamed.
Ooh.
Yeah, come on, Freddie. What's going on here? Alicia Masters.
I thought you and Jess had something special.
Right. Yeah. I thought so too. Don't let me down. Well, it was nice having you in the chat next, even though we didn't talk to you at all. Happy New Year.
Glad your conversation with Harvey Picar was going well.
Yeah. Dolly Parton was also great on that non-Star Trek Star Trek The Orville. I didn't know she was on The Orville. I need to
didn't
watch
either.
that. I like Seth MacFarlane. I still need to see Ted.
You haven't seen Ted at all?
Uh-uh.
When I first showed that movie to two friends of mine, they'd never seen it either. And I'm not going to say the line, but there's a line. I won't finish the line. It's Christmas time. It's that special time of year when everyone gangs up and beats up on the blank kid. Lou knows what I'm talking about. I'm not saying it, but my friend literally did a spit take and spit coffee on my friend, and my friends knew, like, he had a tie and everything. He says, "Dude," he said, "did you hear what he just said?"
The TV show is so good.
I've seen the TikToks of that, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I still haven't watched it yet."
The show is hilarious, man. It's really good.
You know what? You know what? People can knock on Seth MacFarlane all they want, but that man is a true workhorse in finding, knows what he can do well with it and does it well. And man, he's got an amazing singing voice.
He really does.
Yeah, he does. He loves musicals and show tunes. So
yeah,
a lot of episodes in Family Guy and American Dad, they'll have musicals and show tunes on.
Yeah,
and they're great. I know a lot of people don't care for it, but those earlier episodes of Family Guy are still hilarious to me. I still go back and watch some of them.
The show the fans brought back.
Derek Tyler saying words without saying words. Keywords through Google seem to support our guesses about that particular person.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. All right.
Disappointing.
Well, if Kane's leaving, that means the stream's over.
Before we go,
take everyone, enjoy the week. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the weekend. I will see some of you tomorrow. That would be on my show, probably 1 p.m. with Jessica. We're talking about Superman: The Triangle Years. Peace and love to you, Kane.
Peace and love. Before we go, did you know Joe Pesci had albums?
What?
Joe Pesci has albums out.
No.
Yeah, I think he's got a Christmas album.
Now, who doesn't these days?
Maybe I have heard a Joe Pesci Christmas song, and it's not ironic. I mean, it's really him singing.
And he's not bad.
Right. Yeah, I think I have heard a song. I don't think I've heard the album.
Yeah, he's got a Christmas album. It came out 1998. I think it's 1998.
I'll tell you what. Who also has an album, and I really enjoyed is Robert Downey Jr. I actually listened to that on my rotation.
James, I'm sorry, we will not. The Rams got flexed to 8 p.m. tomorrow night, so it's just going to be Jessica and me at 1 o'clock. I'm still working on a live collected edition show. I'm still working on a recorded collected edition show, so the weekend's very up in the air right now.
But he does it for you the people.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Yeah, Hondo's still living that rock and roll lifestyle. We'll see you, buddy. We'll see you too, Spooey. Brian, good to see you.
And Hondo, great casting on Mark Maron as Columbo. I need to see that now.
It's really good.
That's a special type of curmudgeon that can do it well.
I never wore a tuxedo on the collector show. And I can't sing either, so Chris, where can they find you out there talking about geeky stuff?
Yeah, you can follow me on all the socials at Chris Balga. I'm pretty much on everywhere, lurking in some of the shadowy places of social networks, as it were. You can watch me on Thursday nights at 9:10 Eastern Standard Time on Marvel Alliance, which you can see live on the Geekverse Podcast YouTube channel. Or if you just want the audio version, just search for Marvel Alliance on all the podcatchers of choice. And you can catch me later tonight in about 30 minutes on the Vodka Stream, the Film Junkies channel, the Vodka Stream, where we're talking more neat and gurky stuff. But yeah, tomorrow Jess's best buddy in the world, Jake, and Jordan will be doing the OPB Buyer's Guide at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to look at the lovely Collect Edition coming out next week.
Nice. That reminds me that I better do the second
Ooh,
promo for InStockTrades.com, where they have a fabulous sale going on. Books up to 70% off end of the year. Books you probably already bought at like 40% off. Sorry, now they're 70% off. But hey, get another one for one of your friends. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount. This coming Monday is the 30th, and we're going to be doing the Omnis, all the great collected editions and things and stuff that are out there. We'll be doing that. We'll have 2 guests with us so that I can have friends that actually read collected editions, since I seem to be the only OmniBro left that actually does that. And $50 or more in an order, and we're going to give away a free IST gift card that night. $50 IST gift card. $50 or more in an order will get you free shipping in the United States. Thank you, IST. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Okay. Chris, lurking at the vodka stream.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely not. VFC is not invited to that. But yeah, you can find me OmniDog on YouTube tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'll try and put up my schedule if I ever figure it out for the weekend. But yeah, and the Omnis at 8 p.m. on OmniBros. That'll be a fun show. So peace and love. Thank you, Chris, for joining us. It was great having you here. And of course, as always, good to see you, Lou. And Patreon at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Yes, patreon.com/OmnibrosLive. $5 a month gets you the hangout with Jess and I, and we are going to do it 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Right on, man.
I'll be posting the link tomorrow.
Awesome. Thanks for watching, and thank you for everyone that watched. Thank you to all our chatters.
Have a good night.